Good morning, doctor. We have just received the Surgic PRO2 from NSK today, a much long-awaited product, I believe, from everyone. And you can see the design is very different compared to the old one. After about how many years they have redesigned it. Control unit's different. Foot control is now wireless. You can see I have the handpiece and the motor with me also. And I think the handpiece is now smaller head and yeah, it has a smaller head, which is much better. Okay, and I will show you today how to install this machine, how to use it, all the new features, and how to pair it with the iPad and what the iPad app can do. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so first of all, you have the Surgic Pro here, and on the back there is the power socket, same as before. Plug it in. Okay, it's like the one they use in computers. So in case that cable ever breaks for any reason, you should be able to get a new one fairly quickly. Okay, next is your motor installation. Okay, motor. And the zoom, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And for this part, you see there's a red dot there. It's the same as the previous one. So I think people who has done installation previously with the Surgic Pro original would have no problem setting this up. There's a red dot at the top there, and you would attach that facing upwards at the plug. Okay, there we go, easy. Next, the motor. This is my optic version. So remember, with the optic, there's always a black latch there that latches onto the seating on the motor as well. So those two has to align. And if it doesn't, see, once it aligns, you can't turn it anymore. If it doesn't align, I'll show you what happens. See, this thing still turns, and that will not be good when you use it. Okay, so make sure they align. That's good. Put them in the handpiece holder for now. Okay, what else? And I will show you the installation of the irrigation cord also. So, just to inform, the old Surgic Pro and this Surgic Pro 2 has the same irrigation nozzle. So if you still have stock of the old irrigation nozzle, you can use it. And in the box you get like 5 pieces anyway, right? So it's ready to use. Give me a sec here, it's under the thing. Okay, so a key part of this is always install the blurry part, what do you call that? Translucent. See, this is transparent and this is translucent. Install the translucent side to the irrigation section here. And there's a bit of a, I don't know if you can see that in the camera. There's a bit of, I think you have to go closer. When you get the machine, you can see. There's a bit of railing here for the tube to go in. So that's how you do it. Yes, okay, once you're done with that, lock the tube in place. Okay, also, this sharp part goes to the back, and this will be going to the handpiece. Don't forget that. If you get that mixed up, the water will have a backflow, and you won't get the correct flow of water. So this will be plugged into the irrigation bottle, and don't forget to open this part for air, the air cap. Okay, I'm not gonna use water on this. This is just for a demo, and I'm gonna close this to avoid getting stabbed with it. Okay, that's for the initial setup. That's it, and I can turn it on now. There we go. Very nice. And this will always display connect at the first part, just to show that it's connected to the foot control. I'm gonna move my seat so that I can get a better view of this. Nggak apa-apa, langsung liatin ini aja. Okay, and see that There is no more connection for the foot control because, well, it's wireless, right? You would used to plug it in via cable. No, you don't anymore. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, now the unit is on. Okay, and I will go through a bit of the user interface here. So as previous, you would get the speed adjustment here at the top, and it's now touchscreen. And I can't describe it, but this is really responsive for a touchscreen. I think it's much better to have touchscreen for this kind of machine, easier to clean. Okay, and you see that the torque is not showing up yet. So I think in this new version you have to reduce it to 100. There, at 100 the torque shows up, and just as with the old Surgic Pro, you can adjust the torque from, well, it used to be 5 until 80. There we go. At 50 it gives a warning, and then you go to 80. Okay. Torque only shows up at the 20:1 program. So if you want to change the program, the torque will not show up. As with the old Surgic Pro, you get the 1:1, 1:2, 1:3, 1:5, and 20:1. The only program that has torque is 20:1. Okay, and look at this, you still get memory there. So implant system 1, and you get 8 programs. To change to implant system 2, just press both at the same time. Same with the old one. Okay. As I said, most of the things that was introduced in Surgic Pro 1 is the same, so the learning curve should be very quick for new users. Okay, I'm just gonna bring it back to 1, 1, 1. Okay, there we go, 1:1, and we will keep it low so that you can see the torque values. Okay. Okay. Here you get the reverse, forward, and reverse. Remember that R is reverse, and when you do reverse there's a sound, beeping sound constantly. This is for the irrigation, this water sign. Okay, next is the illumination, so you can go low, off, low, or high. Sorry, yeah, same with the old one, everything's the same. And then you have this pairing button. So in this Surgic Pro 2 connects to the OCO 100 Plus using Bluetooth. It connects to the Vario Surge 3, which is still non-Bluetooth, using they call it a link kit. So like Vario Surge 3 does not have a Bluetooth module built inside, right? So they use this USB link kit that plugs into the Vario Surge. And then via that link kit, you can pair this Surgic Pro 2 to the Vario Surge wirelessly. And to do that, you just press this for 2 seconds. Okay. BLE set. Press OK. Okay. Pairing. FC is foot control. Sorry. Yeah. OS is OCO. Just press the torque button to rotate against the modules. LK is Vario Surge. For some reason, I don't know why, it's not VA. PC is your iPad, and I want to show how we pair to the iPad actually. Let me get my iPad. So the model of the iPad also matters. I forgot what models are actually supported, but you need one of the newer iPads. My one demo here is an iPad generation 9, I think, or 8, and it works. So you would get the Surgic Pro 2 app, which I'll link later. Surgic Pro 2 app. Okay, looks like that. And then you need to go to pairing and PC, and then you press enter, I believe. Okay, then you go to the iPad and press that button, and you would do that. Do you want to initialize the pairing information? Okay. Okay, now the machine is paired. Sorry for that. Okay, and then you can go to data log, and sorry, I have to see it like this. Data log, and then you can add new patients there if you need to. So here we go. We can add a patient ID, say 1, 2, 3, and put enter, and then you press A, B, C maybe. Okay. Enter again, then you enter. Okay, and that new patient's already there. And then you can save its data with your settings later. Give me a sec. See? Now what we're doing is shown on the screen. Yeah? Shown on the screen. And then if you change your speed, for example, also everything is shown on the screen very nicely. It's only to view. It is not to control. You still have to do all the controls on the machine. Okay? And I'll explain a bit now more on the foot control. So the foot control is now wireless, and to get in the battery you have to, there's no on or off, I think. It is just this cover. See, there is a lock and unlock. So unlock is to the right. Okay, and you would take out the batteries if you were to not use them, so that they don't, if you're not gonna use them for, let's say, a week, I do suggest to take it out. But if it's like you use it every day, just go ahead and put it in. I read in the manual that the AAA batteries last for 6 months for this foot control, so just prepare some in case it runs out. You have a backup straight away to switch. And you do get the AAA batteries in the box itself. Okay, foot control is now wireless, very convenient. Press the foot control, like, okay, I didn't put that in yet properly. Okay, there we go. Yeah? Okay, and don't forget, you can adjust the coolant from here. This blue button. And then this is for forward and reverse. And this is for program. The middle one. It is harder to see now, I have to admit. So it's more on feeling. Harder to see, but more aesthetic, right? And there are some tricks now with the foot control. So let's say if you press the foot control more than 2 seconds, instead of, for the middle part at least, instead of going up, you see where it's actually going up, the program, right? 1 7 1 8, then back 1 1. If you press it more than 2 seconds, actually reverses. So if I press this more than 2 seconds, it would go back to 1 2. There we go. It's a new trick. Yeah, I just saw that. And then for the third trick, it's, I forgot what this does. There's a different function if you press this more than 2 seconds. What does it do? Oh, there's a function. I forgot what it does. We'll look it up and let you know after. Okay? This one also has a function if you press it more than 2 seconds. Yeah, anyway, I can't remember. I have to look at it. Not shown on the screen, I think. There's the calibration burr also, last feature on the show. Same, there's 3 steps of calibration. You need to put it in like that, and the new burrs are shorter now. Make sure it's at 20:1. That's for the calibration to take place, 20:1. But basically adjust that to your handpiece, right? The only one where you need the calibration burr is the 20:1 for this. Okay, there's 3 steps: torque calibration without load, torque calibration with load, where you actually put it in, and then speed calibration. You would not put this in again. So we press calibration first. This button here should change to calibration. Yeah, calibration. start it again without load, yeah? So it's just turning slowly. Okay, done. The calibration load should be this one. With load, okay. Hold this will turn. Next. This is speed. That's the last one. So don't put this in, it'll break if you do it now. This is very quick. Starts with low speed and then high speed should be. Huh? Oh. Oh, the high speed and low speed is differentiated now. It used to be in one step previously. But anyway, so if your calibration is all finished, it will show success. Yeah? And that's mostly it for the Surgic PRO2. We have gone through the installation, the user interface, the iPad connection app. And what I can say is, you know, always give high maintenance to this kind of machine and handpiece, because you know you're dealing with surgeries and a lot of blood, and blood dries up inside very quickly. So use our repeatedly suggested advice where you, after the surgery, you would take a glass of hot water and dip the head of the handpiece and rotate it in the glass of hot water for at least 30 seconds. Rinse and repeat until the water becomes clear, and always use the connector for the low speed attachment to lubricate the handpiece, and use a good lubricating oil. Yes, the one with alcohol, because that helps with the cleaning process. Okay, and getting rid of the blood inside the handpiece, and lubricate the rotor, of course. Yeah, so I think that's enough for the introduction of Surgic Pro. I hope it has helped, and I hope you have a better understanding of how to use it. Thank you. Okay, but thank you.